welcome to Backstage, Muckey Landing. I totally screwed that up already, so you can tell it's the first time we've done this.
Or you were trying to sing Barbara Ann.
All right, it's a somewhat occasional visit with some of the folks that helped create Muckey Landing as sort of a podcast. And at this point, my name is Mike Polo. And I play Virgil Slatter. I had to think about that. That really sucks. But I'm joined by Bruce Leister, who is Harmon Truesdale, our creator, Chris Polo, and our music director and inspiration, Jim Rezac. Hey, Jim.
How you doing? How's it going?
Say hi, Bruce.
Good morning.
Hey, that's not bad. Chris?
It's afternoon.
Hello, everybody. It's morning for Bruce.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a late night.
Bruce was out late partying or something last night. All right, so we've asked Jim to join us because for this semi-inaugural Backstage Muckey Landing, just for the fun of it, just to get an idea. Jim, tell us how you got involved in Muckey Landing, because it's not something that a nice Irish boy like you would ordinarily be involved with.
Like I said, it was under gunpoint. No, I was doing a songwriter circle at the Kent County Theater Guild, and you had mentioned it was funny. I tell the story. You were like kind of circling back and forth, going back and forth, just and you approached me.
Mike never sits down when there's a show at a theater.
Oh, really?
He stands in the back and he paces.
That's what he was doing.
It scares the actors and people on stage.
I thought I was about to get fired or something. Like that. Hey, the show's going well, but can you stop?
Yeah, this guy, he really doesn't like it.
Chris, now would be a time to tell the truth. He's got a hemorrhoid issue. That's why he does not sit.
Wow. Okay.
This is going downhill rapidly.
Glad I could help you, Bubba.
Yeah, you let Bruce in, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and Jim can't get a word in edgewise.
Oh, we'll remedy that, I'm sure. But no, you, Mike, approached me and said, "Hey," he gave me just enough details. Said we're doing Chris has been working on this podcast, and would you be interested in? I don't think he even got the word out, the full sentence. I said, "Yeah, I'm in," and we met after that. A while after that, it was like the Saturday or after Thanksgiving, whatever year that was.
I remember it.
Yeah.
It was back before global warming started. I think it was very cold.
I believe it was around the late 50s.
It was something like that.
But anyway, then you guys told me what you were looking for. I don't know that we were talking about a theme song though. We were talking about using some of my already written songs, and Mike mentioned a couple, American Song and.
I think American Song was the inspiration for us.
He said, "Oh, that
style."
Yeah,
that style.
And then so the first thing I did was the theme song. So.
The award-winning theme song. Yes,
that's right. Oh, I did. Now, what's that over there?
Yeah.
I'm the only guy
Jim
that
brought the award with him
to a radio broadcast. Yeah, that's.
Should we describe it?
It's real pretty, everybody.
It's got a lot of heft.
Yes,
It is. It's very
which
nice.
he'll probably hit me with it.
Actually, Jim won Best Outstanding Theme Song at the New Jersey Webfest competition in October. So we were utterly thrilled about that. It was wonderful. We had the chance to attend the award ceremony and just thrilled when Jim won.
Was not expected.
I understand something else won besides Jim?
Yeah, we also won
That's
Outstanding
right.
Comedy Podcast.
Oh, that's
from
right.
Muckey
Yeah,
Landing.
we're going to talk about that in a future episode.
Yes,
There you go.
Yes.
We will. Yes,
At
we
any
will.
rate, I'm going to ask everybody to hush up for a minute, except for Jim, because I'm going to invite him to play the song that kind of said, Jim's the guy that we need to do music for Muckey Landing.
Yeah.
So,
may I say a little bit about the song?
Please.
It's probably self-explanatory. It's called An American Song, and just little snippets of visual, memories kind of stuck together to make this song. When I was kid, and
Now, you grew up in Dover, Dover, Delaware.
yes, it was on Blue Beach Drive. All these, my dad in a station wagon, and cousins coming down from New York, and it was that's what that's where the song comes from. And I was glad to hear, and it touched you in a way that I guess you thought it would fit in with it. And it's funny because I haven't done it yet on Muckey Landing, but everything else.
Well, we're not only going to introduce it here, but hopefully we'll be able to squeeze it into an episode at some point.
That sounds good.
Jim's got his guitar. He keeps hitting the strings in the background, so we're going to let you sing it, Jim.
Okay. That wasn't my way of telling you to be quiet. But.
Yeah, I never listen anyway.
Here we go. My father bought a station wagon back in 1966. He used to take us driving on a Sunday through the Delaware sticks. He and my sister and my brother riding in the back, watching 20 miles of railroad track disappear behind them like a poem that was way too long. While my dad tapped on a steering wheel and whistled an American song. My cousins came from New York every summer. We'd all sleep in tents. Never saw my uncle without that pork pie hat on his head. He and my dad would talk late into the night, wondering if the world would ever be right, while us kids were upstairs laughing and fighting and carrying on. Singing different verses of the same American song. That does sound good, doesn't it? Here we go. Second jobs, second shifts, second chances just like this. Not a second left to hate. American dreams and American plans, electric guitars and American bands. We were already great. Yeah, my friend Salma came here when she was just 18. She worked hard, loved her new country, helped her neighbor, caught the American dream. Yeah, every now and then she puts her Nikes on, runs smiling down the street in some marathon. And every now and then she gets to go back home to Caron, Lebanon, where she sings them her own version of a brand new American song. Yeah, she's singing an American song. You guys can help with this part if you like. Sing, sing, sing an American song. Wow. Sing, sing, sing an American song. You're hired. One more time. Sing, sing, sing an American.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thanks a lot.
Love
Now-
that song.
And I gotta ask, you wrote that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
From your memories and your childhood, and that became an American song.
Yeah. That's it's funny. I wrote about an American song, and it itself, I guess, is an American song. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the interesting part about getting Jim on board with this was that I took you on faith, sight unseen, and unheard. I had never heard you.
It was the first and last time she ever trusted me.
Right.
Well, I was the barfly. I used to see Jim at a couple different places. So
No, I had,
Wow,
had not heard you. Had not heard
I don't
you
think
sing before when we met.
Wow. I didn't think I knew that.
And said, could you do this? I did trust him implicitly. And then when I heard you sing and play, it was like, oh yeah, this is
wow.
perfect.
down
Thank
30,
you.
33 West.
Absolutely perfect. Yes, it was.
Back in the day.
Oh, I remember
in
that.
the
Yeah, I
day.
remember that night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
Absolutely.
that was fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
it really was.
I had to be walked a block home. And
Yes, and promptly fell
That's
into
what-
a tree.
Well, there's that, yeah.
That's why I remember it. That night.
Bruce doesn't, but
I was hanging with Grace most of the night. Jim's mom.
She loves. Yeah, she loves that.
His beloved mother.
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, you got roped into doing the music for Muckey Landing, and we sprung on you, hey, we need a theme song.
Yeah.
How did you come up with a theme song for something that is so, what's a good word for Muckey Landing?
Esoteric? No. Sorry.
No, profane maybe,
That's
but
way too high for you.
but where did the theme song come from?
Well, first of all, I got to listen to scripts, or I got to read scripts. You don't listen to, and I got to sit in on one of your read-throughs, if you remember. And I remember being asked to do it, and instead of getting right down to it, I just kind of let it sit. And I'm glad I experienced all that because I got to hear some of the people use the voices they were going to use, and I remember thinking, I wonder if I can make characters that are, it's coming up with those characters. It was amazing. So I'm surprised I even attempted that. I said, let me come up with some characters I think might be in that, and I thought I'd write a little descriptive song, like just kind of talking about, some of those people, and thereby giving you a feel for the town. And that's my favorite. My favorite character was the retired teacher, which there is none on Muckey Landing, but
Not
I think
yet.
we know. Yeah,
And are they really as big as you described?
Now that's kind of an in joke, so now he has to explain that.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks
my
for
God.
leaving.
Where do you think I was leading them?
Yeah.
I think that.
Jim says thanks for leaving it and leaving that up to me.
It's funny because at the award ceremony, the aforementioned award ceremony, I remember, I really wasn't expecting to win that, and so I was like, okay, what are you going to say? And I remember saying, I never thought I would write a song that would, I would win an award by writing a song that had the line in it, the retired teacher's throwing fits, old men are always snickering, pointing at her tits.
Sheer bloody poetry.
Yeah. I'm not sure my mom has picked up on that line yet, but
And we're not going to tell
we're not going to point that one out to her.
What Grace doesn't know won't hurt her.
her. No.
But may I tell you about the day I wrote it? Because,
Please.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So it
We
was in
haven't heard
my
this.
little studio in Wyoming. I think I mentioned on the ride back I have this
That's Wyoming.
Delaware, not the state of Wyoming. Yes.
Wyoming, Delaware. Don't blink or you'll
Yeah,
miss
his commute to visit with us is a long one.
Yeah.
it. Right down New Burton and right.
He would have been here earlier, but he stopped at the Grand Canyon.
But it was like I think it was a February day or something, rainy and just kind of crummy out and everything. And I sat at the piano, although I didn't play the piano. And instead of using my computer, I have this neat little thing called Spire Studio, and it's digital. It's shorter than an Alexa device, a little fatter. But it you can plug headphones in and a guitar directly into it and whatever. And it had a mic kind of clamped to the piano, whatever. And and it has built-in effects, and it's kind of low tech in that you have to record the effects as usually when you record you add effects later and you can
Right.
edit them. Well, this you print it and you're done. And I had this one effect with like a little bit of gain to the vocals, and it really made it sound like, with the rainy weather, and it was early, and my voice probably wasn't where it should be, and it just came across like someone trying to do a Tom Waits impersonation. It worked.
That's the first thought that
Yeah.
came to my head.
Yeah.
So, so I just wrote it on guitar. I just came up with that, like a little just something like a Leon Redbone kind of a thing. I said, okay, this is good. And, I really probably started writing it a couple days ahead of time, just with some of the verses, but that was fun.
It sure was, because I remember, Chris, when you sent it to Chris, and she says, you got to listen to this. And Chris...
I had to listen to it twice. I think we all did.
So did Chris. Yeah. I didn't. I listened to it the first time, and I went, holy crap, that's it.
No.
That's it.
I listened to it the first time, and it was so different,
Dark
from what from what
Yeah.
I mean. I don't know what I had.
I think you were thinking,
yeah, I was. Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Oh yeah,
Boat
when
Day.
hey, happy times to death and grief and sorrow. Yeah, it was. But I had to listen to them like the second time. It took the second time. I said, I don't know. Let me hear. And then now I cannot hear that. Muckey Landing cannot start without that song. It's just ingrained.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the second time I listened to it, it was like, oh wow, this is it. This is so it. I think I emailed you right after that.
Yes,
said, oh
you
my
did.
God, Jim, you
Oh,
nailed
yeah.
it.
Yes, and that was an incredible email to get, because it was like, you have no idea, because I was thinking, okay, they're going to either like this or really hate it. And they're going to be polite about really hating it. But
No, I danced around the family room going, we have a theme song, we have a theme song.
Yeah, you've heard of Kansas City blues and Chicago blues. We ended up with St. John's River blues.
Yes.
But it's a great theme song. I mean, I love listening to it, and we'll be playing it at the end of this little get together, just so we can all hear it again, and so can you. But before we do that, because as soon as we play the award-winning Muckey Landing theme song, if we play it, then everybody's going to tune out and not hear the end of this, and that's all kind of important. And there are a couple of things we want to get to, but before we do that, let's talk about that award again.
Okay.
You won at the New Jersey Web Fest for Best Fiction Podcast Theme Song. How did you feel when that happened?
Well, let me
Outstanding? Did it?
Outstanding.
Let me.
Oh wait, I couldn't read the award. It was turned wrong way.
And he went through the
yeah.
trouble
Oh, no,
of bringing
it is actually
It says best.
theme
It says
song.
best.
Okay.
You hear the outstanding.
But it is
Oh,
outstanding.
Yes.
Jim sees outstanding. It actually says best.
No, that was me.
But how did you feel, man?
I really did. Well, first of all, let me back up a step or two. I knew the podcast was being entered and the nomination stuff, and maybe I missed that post or email or something. I didn't. When you said, "Oh, you've been nominated for," I was like, wait, what? I didn't know. I didn't even know it was.
It's got your name on it, man. Come on.
So, and I saw, okay, there's 4 other people, and as we've talked about, like in the car ride up and back and everything, it's a millennial-driven industry, at least it seems
Very
right
much
now.
so. Seems to be.
And I confess that I hadn't listened to any of the other entries, any of the other finalists. I thought, I'm just going to freak myself out. So, but Chris was more than happy to detail it for me on the ride up. There's 3 of them I think that are EDM. No, what would you call it?
Oh, I don't even
Electronica?
Yeah.
Sounded like
Yeah,
Philip
definitely.
Glass on acid.
Yeah, and I thought, that's going to be the stuff that
Behave
gets
yourself and talk nicely about our fellow podcasters, or you're going to get hurt.
Philip Glass isn't a podcaster.
it. Yeah. So, but it was like I said, okay, and it wasn't one of those where you're trying to be modest or anything. I really sincerely did not think I was going to get it. I was like, okay, and it. When they called it, first the first half of it, they gave you your award. Then they had an intermission. I thought, you're killing me, Smalls. Like, I gotta wait now and wait to be disappointed. But when they called, I don't remember. Did I scream like a little girl?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, but you did that on the drive up. So
Yeah.
I don't know what that was all about.
We're on the turnpike. Yes. But that was yeah. So I tried to describe it. The grin was on my face the whole ride back, the whole next day. I stopped at my mom's right after we got not after we got home. Maybe the next day.
Mom, look what I got! Look what I got!
Oh my gosh, it was. Yeah.
I saw your post the next day with pictures.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
Well-
it's a real validation to have something like that happen. You work hard and
important to mention international. It just isn't.
Yeah,
like
they had.
Oh yeah, it
they
says
had-
New Jersey Web Fest, but
Yeah,
But
they were
It is an
podcasts from all
international
over.
award, yeah.
Yeah, English speaking, I think, for the most part.
Yeah.
But yeah.
well,
They
I
were from
wasn't aware
everywhere.
of how vast it was until
Yeah.
I saw there were 10 finalists for your category. 10. So if there were 10 finalists, I can only imagine how many
For
people,
outstanding comedy.
Yeah.
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 Just
how many entered it. That blew my mind.
It really did.
Yeah.
So, this was supposed to be a really short thing, and it hasn't been. But we've been having a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jim, you obviously do more than just write theme songs for strange podcasts. You're not only a singer-songwriter, you perform locally?
Yes, more so. This story is getting old now. Before COVID, I used to play a lot. Yeah, I play a lot, and then with COVID, my son Zachary got me into doing some live stream. I'm on Twitch under the name Delacaster. That's Delaware and Caster jammed together. Because I do have a guitar that's shaped like Delaware, so that's known as.
It's a beautiful piece.
Yeah,
It is. We've seen it.
yeah. So on Sunday nights, every Sunday at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time, I do a live stream, and it's not the same as a paid gig, but it's a gig, and I love it. And then through the week, I do that a couple times, and I do play, but I don't go. I don't really beat the bushes to get the local gigs, and I'm starting to do that. But what I've found is that I'm really enjoying the gigs I have done are like festivals and stuff. Playing the Home Fest or Music Fest up in Bethlehem. I did Chris Kindle Mart up in Bethlehem a couple weekends ago.
Is that upcoming with Saul still on at the Ice House?
Yeah, unfortunately Saul can't make it. He has something going on. But yeah, I'm going to be. So it's just me.
Well, that's enough.
Yeah.
Definitely
So
enough.
the Ice House on this 19th, Sunday the 19th of December at 3:00. Yeah, that's still going on.
Excellent.
Excellent. But you're not just a singer-songwriter and a theme songwriter, but
I teach guitar to right now about 65 people a week. Kids, adults. Go in as early as 9:00 in the morning sometime, to 9 at night, and it's fun. That's what I do.
that's Delaware Guitar School, right?
Yes, and again in wonderful Wyoming, Delaware.
Right across the tracks.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So-
Wyoming.
Tell us, Jim, where can we find you on the internet? Where can we find ways to contact you or just check in to see what you're doing?
Well, I appreciate that. I'm on, of course, I'm on Facebook, Jim Rezac Music, but I am on Instagram, Jim Rezac Music. And it's kind of neat because Instagram has Instagram TV now where you can upload videos. So either on YouTube, again, Jim Rezac Music, that's how you find me on mostly anything except Twitch. But that's, people can go and listen to tons of songs I have loaded up. I don't have Muckey Landing because I think I'd like people to go to our website for that. Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Yes, that would be muckeylanding.com.
Muckey with an E.
With an
Muckey
E. Yeah.
With an E, yes.
And then, as I said, Twitch is a neat little app where even my mother tunes in.
Me and Chris got on there one
Yeah.
night and listened to you
I've
one Sunday.
been on there
yeah.
more than one night.
We had someone from France the last time I did it. Someone from
really?
France,
Oh,
someone
wow.
from Greenland. Yeah, it's funny. It's a kind of worldwide. But every Sunday, 7:00 at
Very
night.
cool.
So we've been sitting here with international singing sensation
There we go.
Jim
It's
Rezac.
just like Slim Whitman.
Oh my gosh.
All right. You've been listening to Backstage Muckey Landing. Today we've been visiting with Bruce Leister, Chris Polo, and Jim Rezac, music director for Muckey Landing, a sort of a podcast. Be sure to check out our Muckey Landing at muckeylanding.com. That's Muckey with an E. And or wherever you get your podcasts. Season 2 is on the way. We're working on it really hard. We've got Chris lashed to a hot word processor, and we're making her work. If you can, please take the time to leave us a rating and a review. They really do help. So we're going to see you all, and we're going to just leave you with Jim's creation, the award-winning theme song from Muckey Landing, a sort of a podcast. There it is.
Static and all.
I went down to the corner store. Bet you all know what I found. Nothing but rain and salty water soaking through that muddy ground. You might get into the fight, you could get lucky, but the ground beneath your feet's always gonna be a little mucky. Yeah, even when the sun is shining down. Now the Doolittle twins were passing by. They got one brain between them and only 3 good eyes. They're headed for the woods, gonna hunt them up some squirrels. The retired teacher, she's throwing fits. Old men are always snickering and pointing at her tits. She's the prettiest woman in town, maybe in the whole wide world. Now Dave is poor, he don't work for a living, but I must be Rockefeller with all the money I've been giving him. But he tells me it's gonna rain, and that's good to know. CJ works, but he's got his hobbies, like telling long stories down at Whiskey Molly's and drinking all their beer and spending all his dough. I went down to the corner store. Bet you all know what I found. Nothing but rain and salty water soaking through that muddy ground. You might get into a fight, but you could get lucky. The ground beneath your feet's always gonna be a little mucky. Yeah, even when the sun is shining down. Now the traveling show is rolling down the street. It's got 25 characters, but only 49 feet. Seems to me they might never leave town.